be in that room again. $10,000, drop of a hat. I'd give it all gladly if our lives could be like that. Wow, Wayne, we're a match made in heaven, dude.
Yeah, that's a great song.
It's a great song. Okay, can I hit you with some rapid fire, edgy questions?
Yeah.
All right. Are you a Republican or a Democrat, Wayne?
No.
What do you mean, no?
I'm not a Republican or a Democrat.
Okay, what are you? You're an independent?
Well, I wouldn't go so far as to say independent.
I'm
very dependent on everything.
How would you identify yourself on the political spectrum?
I'm a Platonic. I believe in Platonic philosopher king kind of government.
What does that mean?
Well, it means all the wisest men, and not the smartest necessarily, but the wisest men in the community, or if it's Athens in the case of Plato, they get together and they choose the philosopher king. If the philosopher king is so humble, he'll reject it at first, but they'll convince him that if you're really the philosopher king, if you're the wisest man in the country, that's what we want to be our leader, then
So you don't think Donald Trump is the philosopher king of America?
no, he would be closer to the Lucifer.
Okay.
Well, Lucifer was Yahweh. There's no doubt about it. The Bible.
I thought Yahweh is Jesus.
That's what the Jehovah's Witnesses want you to think.
Okay.
Jehovah is Yahweh.
Okay.
The J.
Jehovah is also Lucifer, then.
And it is also Lucifer because this God ordered genocide right off the bat in Genesis.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Genesis, genocide. Beginning means beginning, but it also means the end.
Yeah.
Genesis, genocide is the killing of people. Oh, the side part is the killing part. What's gen then? Generation? General? A lot of us start with G-E-N. I think it must have a meaning.
It probably does. Some Latin.
Or...
Okay, so on the topic of genocide, how do you feel about the conflict in Israel, in the Middle East, and Palestine?
Well, it's not a war, that's for sure. It's a genocide.
Correct.
So,
we need the artists in our country, Wayne, to speak up about these sorts of things. That's why I asked.
Oh, good. We can find an artist in this country to speak up about it. I'll be happy to listen to it.
Well, you're an artist in this country speaking up about it.
I wouldn't go so far as to say I'm an artist.
What? Why wouldn't you call yourself an artist?
I make more mistakes than I don't.
But that's what being an artist is all about, man.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm a great artist.
I think being an artist is about, like...
I can't even sing on tune.
But that's the point, is that, you told a story about when you were 8, trying to learn an instrument.
Yeah.
And here we are, how old are you?
80.
Here we are, you're 80, 72 years later, Wayne, and you're
Still trying.
And you're still trying. You're still trying to figure out how to... but that's what's cool about art, is no matter how good you get.
Here's the fact.
Okay.
I couldn't do anything. I was terrible at sports. I love sports. That's all I live for. Awful. I'm amblyopic. I couldn't hit a baseball. I couldn't catch one because I can't focus on. I couldn't focus on it. And when I saw the ball come over the plate, I didn't know you were supposed to be able to see it. I thought you just
swing and hope.
Swing it where you thought it might be. And I think my lifetime batting average was 180.
Okay, not very good.
Well, that's good. And I if I got a hit, it was right down the first baseline. That means I hit it.
Right to the guy that was going to get you out.
Well, no, it would mean I couldn't get around on the ball because I couldn't focus on it.
Okay.
So I'd catch it at the very end and it would go down the first baseline.
I see.
That's where all my hits went.
So you're saying you weren't good at sports.
Oh, basketball, I had weak legs that were very thin, and I have a giant plagiocephalic head.
Okay, how does all this tie into the music, though? Where were you going with this?
How does it? I don't know where were you going?
You brought it up.
What did I say?
You were saying we were talking about being an artist.
I was not talking about me. I was not an artist. You were talking about being an artist.
Well, I think you're an artist. I was saying, Wayne, that after 72 years, you still being here, engaging with things that you don't know.
I thought since I couldn't do anything, I might as well try to do something that's fun to do.
I love it. But what I love, Wayne, is like even sitting here trying to sing and making me sing, right? Like, and I'm not the greatest singer in the world, like neither of us are, but the fact that we're trying to do it anyway, and the fact that every day we're actively engaging with getting better at something. I think that that's the thing about music is no matter how good you get after 72 years, there's still so much to learn. There's no such thing as mastering it.
I just started working on technique a year ago.
There you go, right? Like it never ends, you know?
I wasted the first 54 years of my life playing with no technique. All I did was memorize these tunes and play them badly because I had terrible technique. And it just came to me from the Creative Energy Life Force, a direct...
From the what?
Creative Energy Life Force.
Okay, this is what I want to talk about. What is the Creative Energy Life Force?
Look, the whole Megillah is all about from nothingness came everything.
That's what music is. It's just like there's nothing and then you make a sound and then eventually that turns into a symphony and then you've created heaven out of nothing.
Well, sound is one of the energies that was the first energy that took this black empty void of nothingness and started moving together. Now you've got this electromagnetic current.
That's a real thing that affects the environment. We just can't see it. But sound waves are in the environment.
We experience it. We're experiencing it all the time.
Absolutely.
So this electromagnetic energy is in the air.
Okay.
And there's no air yet. It's just this. Maybe there's air at some point. I don't know all the science of it.
Right.
But the metaphor of it is that if you're going to posit that from everything came from nothing.
Right.
It has to start somewhere, and where the start has to be. The only place the start could be would be nothing. Mm-hmm. So how did nothing start? So that is the theory of everything is the name of a documentary about Stephen Hawking, and the guy who plays Stephen Hawking is brilliant. He looks just like him in the movie.
Okay, wait. Let's not get off track. What? Okay, if you had to, so you're related.
He said it all comes from a black hole.
Okay.
Hawking said this, and I just saw it 2 nights ago.
Okay.
So don't tell me. This came to me not because of any other reason than the preparation of this question.
Okay.
And I didn't know this until I saw this documentary 2 days ago. So everything I know was upped another amperage because Hawking says that the black hole is the nothingness that everything came from.
And that's what I feel like we're doing when we're making music. We're creating a world out of a void, out of nothingness. So you have a distant relative that's Webster's Dictionary, right? What if you were Webster's Dictionary and you had to define creative...
Webster's Dictionary?
If you were the guy writing Webster's Dictionary and you had to define what creative energy life force meant in like a few sentences, what would that be?
Well, there's this energy field and a creative energy field. Okay, and in that creative energy field is a force.
Okay.
At first it was a void, but at some point a shifting took place that created an energy field that turned into electromagnetic energy, and when it began flowing in opposite directions like this, look at my hand.
Okay.
Okay, so you go like that, right?
Okay.
And so you're making two circles that intersect in the middle. What is that number on its side?
Like an infinity symbol.
And what is that number?
Endless.
No, what's the number?
8?
8.
Okay.
So the number 8 on its side is what infinity symbol is, but it's more than a symbol. It's a metaphor because there's friction between where this is the past. My left hand is the past. My right hand is the future. And where they intersect is
the
now,
present moment.
The present moment. And the present moment
Is where we are.
Right now, it's our consciousness.
Okay.
And that lasts for a nanosecond.
Yeah, but by the time you've registered it, it is now the
Already
past.
the past.
Yeah.
And the future's coming.
Right.
And the past is just a memory now.
Correct.
And you'd say it's real because I remember it. But the memory starts
But there's
to
nothing
fade,
ever other than right now.
and the now is just a nano. So this is this is the everything and being. Everything is nothing and nothing is everything. If you understand this, then you understand that.
So when you said that the creative energy life force kind of guided you into like focusing on technique more, right?
Yes.
And this is a concept that as an artist I relate to a lot, which is it feels like almost that there's like a third party involved that guides our intuition as musicians, and that is, and almost like let's say, Wayne, that I'm writing a song, and when I write a good song, it feels like I got that gifted from someone almost sometimes rather than it came from me.
You're channeling the creative energy life force all your life, from the day you were born to the day you die. So are they, so is he, so is her, so is she, so is that tree. Everything that has consciousness is a product of the creative energy life force.
Like whether you know it or not, and sometimes people are channeling it for not good things. Like sometimes people are in a flow state and they're accomplishing a lot, but they're accomplishing negative things, but they're still channeling that force. It's the same kind of magic that we're using to like make music. People use that magic to do horrible things.
All creativity comes from conflict. So this spark,
Right, the friction.
The friction between good and evil, between up and down, between left and right.
There's no one without the other. There is no good without
have
evil.
one without the other.
God, Wayne, I love this.
For everything that exists, its opposite must also exist for it to exist in the
first place. Okay, so how do you define, like, how did you come to this realization?
The reality is inherently a paradox.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
How did you reach this conclusion, Wayne, that something else was guiding your musical journey and it wasn't yourself?
I'm in contact with it 24/7 for my whole life. What's not to know?
Yeah, but at some point you realized that you were in contact with it. You didn't always know that you were in contact with it.
That's what life is called. Realizing that you're in contact with you were and have
Was
been.
there a moment where you realized, oh, this isn't in me, it's in me, but it's also outside of me?
Well, let me just give you my overall geometric view of this.
Okay.
This cosmic energy is macrocosmic.
Okay.
Is that vague?
Yeah. You want to hit it?
Why not? I give you a hit.
Wayne, I love this conversation so much. Other side. Yeah, the little mouthpiece. How's that?
That's fun. That's
Tasty? Okay.
So the cosmic energy life force
Okay.
radiating conversations simultaneously with every conscious thing.
So we each have individual consciousnesses, but they're made up of a larger consciousness that embodies all of us.
God is the macrocosmic.
And we're like fragmentations of that.
I look at it as we are an aspect. So
Okay.
you've got this macrocosmic infinite God.
Okay.
And it's pointing down.
It's channeled. So we're like a medium.
Right through your chakra. This is the crown chakra. It goes right through there, through the third eye chakra, through the throat chakra, through the solar plexus, through the navel, and through the root chakra, which is between your balls or your vagina. And I have 8 tuning forks.
Okay.
And I tune in the key of C, I clean and then tune. clean and tuned.
Wayne, there had to be a moment, because you said you were raised Presbyterian. Like, this is almost spiritual. There had to be a moment where you were...
It's spiritual. It's all spiritual. All this other stuff is just the effect of spiritual.
Right. So was there like a moment in time where you became interested in...
When I realized Socrates and Plato were talking about this hierarchy of consciousness, and it's called wisdom, and virtue is, a wise man would be virtuous. It's to his advantage.
Correct.
If everyone were virtuous, it would be to the greater
It would be
good.
bliss.
Yeah, it'd be bliss. So, using that as their goal to be virtuous, they said that's who the philosopher king should be. So that's why, getting back to your question about government, but nobody's even close to that.
No, that's an unrealistic expectation for, I think, a human.
I don't. If you think it's unrealistic, then it definitely is unrealistic. That's only what you think that matters. If you think it's realistic, then you got something to live for. Otherwise, you might as well just shoot yourself in the head right now because it's all over, buddy.
Okay, Wayne, I'm learning so much. I want to bring this to a close. I really love this idea about like being guided by like I like to think of them as spirits, or however you like to think about it.
Music, we call them muses. I have a muse as well. I pray to both the creative energy life force. I say, hey self, how you doing? I'm down here. I'm going to be playing now. Could you make me slow down? I always play with that. And could you get the muse? Who's my muse? I don't know her name or his name. I don't know.
So this is a question I have: is how do you, as an artist, what can we do to tap more into like creating the things that we're supposed to create and engaging with the muses and engaging with the creative energy life force, rather than falling into like habitual creative stuff, like making the shit that we've already made or making the shit that other people want to hear? How do we get more in alignment with what needs to be made?
Well, we just keep growing. We just keep moving on to that. The whole point is to try to become great. I mean, my point is to try to become average. I'm trying to make it up to average.
I love that mindset.
Yeah, and there was nothing I was any good at, and so I said I'll do something that's fun, and I like playing instruments. So I played the guitar.
Something that challenges you, something that forces you to grow. Like one thing that I found, Wayne, is like whatever the problem is in my life, there's a way to address it through music, if that makes sense, right? And like especially as a songwriter, it's like that's an easy example. Is like if something's on my mind, well, I write about it, you know?
Here's another documentary I saw.
Okay.
It's a guy, his last name is Cohen.
Okay.
Cohen, you know him? It said, I don't usually like to watch documentaries about musical celebrities, but he's a guy that was like a beard, chubby, very Jewish, Cohan. I can't remember.
Okay.
His first name was like Joshua or Jacob or something like
What did he, like, what kind of music did he make?
Well, here's what got my interest. He was a folk music pop superstar.
Interesting.
So I go, well, I love folk music, or I love Bob Dylan and that whole from the Peter Paul Mary, Ian and Sylvia, all these great singing groups that just played acoustic guitar. Bob Dylan came in with the mouth organ, and then what was I going with that?
I don't know, when we've gone on a lot of tangents. Okay, let's wrap this up. I mean, how would you like to end things off? We've talked about a lot. I've really enjoyed the conversation. Do you have some parting words for anyone who's watching this or listening to it right now?
Parting words.
Some advice to the listeners, to the musicians, to the human beings trying to be better people watching.
Well, I always thought as a kid, if you keep practicing, practice makes perfect. Keep plugging away at it. You have to get better. unless you're practicing the wrong thing, like I just have been doing for the last 50.
But the act of discovering that you're practicing the wrong thing is the same thing as like if you're walking through life, like let's say you're non-virtuous, right? And you're walking through life lying, and you think that you can make a good life lying. It's the same thing. You're practicing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And in the same way, that's why I'm saying like music becomes a metaphor for life. And oftentimes what I've noticed is if I'm practicing the wrong thing in music, I'm oftentimes practicing the wrong thing in life too. And the same effort to switch in music applies to all the things that I do in life. And I think in general, like to anyone who's listening, people might think that what we're saying applies to music only, but it's the same thing with sports, people engaging with this creative life force, or the same thing with painting, right? It's like entering some sort of flow state and being a medium, being a channel for something that's bigger than you and something that's greater than you, and seeking greatness in general, which is the act of practicing, right? Is trying to do something over and over again to get better. That's what life is. It's like waking up every day and trying to be a better person and trying to do better than you did the day before. And so I think I think to anyone who's listening, rather than viewing this as like, oh, this just applies to musicians, I think what you're saying applies to everyone all the time, and we are lucky enough to see it through the lens of music, which makes things a lot easier. But I think having something that you're passionate about and applying yourself every day to something that's challenging, and in general this act of practice, trying to get better at something every day, might be the difference between a good life and a bad one.
I think you're right about that.
Awesome.
I've been doing it for 55 years, come hell or high water, and I'm just starting to see some results. So if you hang in long enough, now I'm 80, I plan to live till 100. My mother lived to 100 years and 7 months.
Wow.
So I'm 6 months, and so I'm hoping to get to 100 years and 7 months just so I can beat her record in the family. And I think 20 years now practicing technique. How to finger properly, how to bow properly, and just playing slower and trying to play more melodic. And here's the thing: truth is beauty, beauty is truth. That's all there is to know in life, and all you need to know by John Keats is basically saying, obviously an exaggeration. Beauty is not the only thing you need to know about truth, but beauty is something to strive for. Because people respond to beauty universally.
Correct.
And so if you can make your music beautiful, then
you've made order out of chaos. You've made heaven out of hell. You took a void, took the black hole, and made a universe.
And if it took you your whole life, and it wasn't until after 54 years you got hip to what you were doing wrong.
Thank God you were doing it that whole time.
If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gotten there.
Dude.
So I just have to... I have a pacemaker defibrillator the size of East Texas right here. You can feel it if you want.
Okay. Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, it's under my skin.
Woo.
I had that 25 years ago put in. So, I mean, I died 3 or 4 times on the table and then brought back with the paddles.
I love it. I love it so much, Wayne.
I was in a coma for 8 days. They were going to take me off life support, but they didn't. That afternoon, and I came to the morning that they were going to remove me from life support. So, if I can live another 20 years, I think I can be playing pretty good fiddle.
Wayne, I couldn't agree more. I'm gonna have to come back and interview you again because I don't think we covered everything today. Is there any way that people can? Do you have a website anywhere where anyone watching can find you or donate to you or anything like that? I can get your Venmo and I can put it in the description so that if anyone wants, they can send you some money. Is there anything? Do you have a website or anything, or should I just do the Venmo?
I don't know anything about any of that. I do have an email, WayneFiddles@iCloud.com. You mean like
okay,
that?
I'll grab your email and I'll also grab your Venmo. That way, when this goes up, people can send you money or they can email you if they have any.
Why would they send me money?
Because I'm gonna put your music in, and because if anyone wants to support you and what you do.
Well, I can support you.
Well, I'm gonna put it there just in case anyone wants to help.
we'll do something good with it.
Okay, yeah. How about that? If you get any donations, let me know, and we could donate them somewhere to a charity or something.
I'll let you know. I won't know anything about it. This is your game.
You'll see it on your Venmo. You'll see.
I don't see a Venmo. I've never seen a Venmo in my life.
You have a Venmo sign.
I know, but I don't. Okay.
Yeah, but that's all
I
right.
thought I lost my card a week ago. You talk about coincidence. I thought I lost that. I had put it away in this folder here, which I never do.
Okay.
And so I looked for it. I went hysterical.
But you have a Venmo. That's your Venmo. That's a place where people can send you money.
Yep. Okay. And I've had it for about 8 years now, Venmo.
Have you ever gotten any money on it?
I had nothing to do with it. I just put that there. And
Well, you probably have money
I
sitting
had no
there.
idea how much money was in there. I didn't keep track.
Okay, well, how about this? I
don't have a smartphone.
will add the email and I will add the Venmo. If
This is my
someone would
phone.
like, okay, if someone would like to send Wayne some money and we will donate it
I
to a
don't-
charity of Wayne's choice,
No.
then what we will do, just send me an email, leave a comment, and we'll get your money somewhere.
I don't want to be begging for money.
No, we're not begging, Wayne. This is just, bro, we have like 40 viewers unless this goes viral. So don't worry, man. If someone
Whatever
wants...
look, don't tell me. You just do it.
All right, subscribe to the Patreon.
I won't even see it. Well, how will I see it?
I'll come back if someone pays and I'll deliver it. I'll hand deliver it to you.
What will you deliver? A tape recording of it? Or?
No, I'll get some cash and I'll deliver it, cold hard cash to you.
Oh.
All right, guys. Peace. What's up? So if you watched this video, thank you. And this video was actually cut from like an hour-long podcast interview with Wayne. The first like 30-40 minutes of that are on the Patreon. Link in description. We sang a duet. He plays the fiddle and he, says more shit. So subscribe to the Patreon.